Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video I will showcase a fusion that I actually didn't like at the beginning, and I did it because I ended up pulling shards even though I wanted to skip this champion, and I am so happy I did not skip that champion. The champion I'm talking about is a Knight Revenant, and that is nothing but Mr. Mad Hatter. Let's see his rating. People are rating him actually the most in Hydra. He's a Hydra beast. All you need from a champion to be good in Hydra, he has it. Boosting your damage, healing, spreading debuffs itself as well. He has the entire kit. So what does he do? Very quick guys, get yourself a free legendary Narma by clicking the link in my description. You will also get 3 amazing epics: Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage. All you need to do is, number 1, log out of Play and Play on your PC and uninstall it. Number 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Number 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Number 4, go to your inbox and claim the champion. So don't miss out on the great chance to get Narma and 3 very strong epics. So make sure to click my link before it expires. As always, we're going to start from his third ability, going to back to it. Increase the duration of all buffs, increasing the duration of all buffs on all allies by 1 turn, and decreasing the duration of all debuffs on all allies by 1 turn. This may not sound like as perfect as you would think, but it actually comes in so clutch in so many situations. That's number 1. And that's not the end of it. Then fill the turn meter of all allies by 20%. And we've seen that this usually comes in with like something increase the speed and then fill the turn meter by 20%. But 20% itself on a 3-turn cooldown is a good deal. So imagine getting it with all of these stuff. Now his A2 is where the business at. Okay, his A2 is his signature move: attack all enemies 75%, goes to 100, applying hex, debuff, and a weaken on all enemies for 2 turns. Okay, that sounds very good. That's very good kit. Hex, weaken on a 3-turn cooldown 100%. That's sick. But that is not the end of it. The ally with the highest crit damage will team up and join the attack. That's very good. The ally joining the attack will use their default skill. Okay, the damage dealt by the ally joining the attack will increase by 10% per each debuff on the target. So if the target has the 10 debuffs, that attack will be multiplied by 100%, increased by 100%, which means it will do twice the damage. And you will see Ninja doing, because I'm gonna pair him with Ninja, you will see my Ninja doing up to 5 million, even though I did not use my best gear on Ninja, which is actually sick. His passive: every 10 turns taken by allies. It's not like him. It's not like Thor, where he has to take a turn. It's like Odin. Every 10 turns taken by allies, heal all allies by 20% of their max HP. And this HP is going to... I'm going to use him in the same team as Tuhanerak. And Tuhanerak is one of the best healers in the game. And you will see that he will outclass Tuhanerak by a mile. So this one is way better than you would think. Every 6 turn taken by enemies, place a true fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. So now this is very good, but this is good in something like Arena. It's not as good in Chimera, because Chimera you need the boss, the Ram, will take 5 turns, and well, you can't fear so you will be able to fear Chimera at max once. That's it. If there are multiple champions, only one will work. And his A1: attack one enemy 2 times. Each hit has 25%, goes to 50% of stealing 1 random buff. That's actually very good. So twice. At least you will steal 1 buff. At best, you will steal 2. Each hit also has 75, goes to 100, applying debuff spread effect, taking 1 random debuff from the target and placing it on all enemies under hex debuff. So to Hanerak, as an example, she has that on her A2. He does the same on his A1. This A1 is insane. And also his accuracy, his aura is accuracy in all battles by 60%, which makes him literally made for Hydra, made for any boss content, because he's gonna heal you, he's gonna boost your turn meter, he's gonna make you do more damage, he's gonna make you even do more damage as well, and he's gonna apply 2 debuffs, and then he's gonna spread if there are many bosses. So how did I build him? Well, there are like different builds for him, so let's go and see all of them. So let's go to Mad Hatter. Where is he? He is here. So gear number 1, I will use 9 pieces merciless on him. Why 9 pieces merciless on him? Because everything about him is he needs to take more turns. Here, if he takes this one, he will boost the turn meter and cleanse and increase your debuff. Here he will make you do more damage by like applying debuffs that help you to to do more damage, okay? So we need him to take as many turns, and we need him to just use those abilities. So we need to, number one, decrease the cooldown of his abilities, so that's why we have 4 pieces Merciless. And also I need him to take as many turns as possible, so that's why the 9 pieces on Merciless. But I understand that not everyone has 9 pieces Merciless, so we have different builds for him. Now, build number 2 is we have 4 pieces Relentless, 4 pieces Merciless. This will help you into taking more turns, and also into reducing the cooldowns of your abilities. And this is technically same as 9 pieces Merciless, a slightly higher chance into taking more turns, slightly less doing less damage, because 9 pieces Merciless will make you by default do more damage because you're gonna ignore the defense, blah blah blah. But we don't have him to do damage. But honestly, you could give him a crit rated glove, crit damage amulet, and he will be able to do damage. But since I'm recommending to you 9 pieces Merciless, don't build him with damage, okay? Focus into building him as fast as possible. The third gear I would recommend Reflex with 4 pieces Merciless, because Reflex has a higher chance, which is 40% chance into reducing a skill cooldown, while Merciless it's 30% chance. And with Merciless you have to hit to get to the 30% chance. So as an example, on his A3, Merciless won't proc, but Reflex proc, and it's a higher chance. So ideally you want him to be in 4 pieces Reflex mode, but I like my 9 pieces Merciless, so that is as far as the build can go. Now, as far as the masteries, War Master, and you need those, and I would recommend getting the debuff chance, but I don't know, I cheaped out. I only needed 30 more just to get to this one. This one is good. Sniper is also good on him, because remember that his A1 can have a higher chance into applying debuff spread. Does he buff? I remember he buffs, right? No, he does not buff, so you don't need. So yeah, you go Sniper and you go Master Hexer. Those would be the greatest. What about relics? There is a relic that would be also insane on him, and that is Journal of Necrotos. It's a rare one, so everyone should have a bunch of these, so don't feed those, please. What makes this one good? Because Warrior's Heal and Turn Meter increases effect applied to all allies are boosted by 15%, and you can give it to level 4. That 15 become 21%. So technically you will be able to heal 20% more. You will be able to boost your Turn Meter 20% more. So this one is literally more made for him. You can also go with a gem that boosts the Turn Meter. Turn Meter increase effect 10% more effective. So this is like having 3 more levels, because each level is a 3%, right? So that will make him not just a freak, that will make him a machine that is producing Turn Meter and heal. And as far as the awakening, I have Harmonic Impulse. Why? Because he has an AoE ability, he's gonna get feared, so I want him to keep taking more turns and more turns. Fill this champion Turn Meter whenever they lose their turn based on fear or true fear, because I'm using him in Hydra, and this one is the best one to use on Hydra, especially if you're using your keys as like auto run, auto claim. This one is one of the best for those cases. Now you have many options into these. If you don't want to go with this, I would recommend the Cruelty. Cruelty is also good. It helps you into increasing your output damage, and this champion is literally built to increase your output damage. So Cruelty would make the most sense. Remember that he has an AoE ability, so he can apply Cruelty to everyone, right? Also, we need him to take as many turns, so the more turns he takes, the higher chances that he will spread those decreased defense. Now, that's not it. You can also go for Intimidating Presence, where you help into strengthen your aura. And Intimidating Presence actually works against the clan boss, I heard, with like you can decrease the boss's speed. I'm not sure if they fixed it or not. Intimidating Presence is one of the best. If you build him with high resistance, you can go with Lightning Cage. Heaven Cast is good on Nukat, so I don't recommend that. There is also one that's also sick on him, which is Brimstone. Because if you played the fusion and you get the soul for him, I think he had like a very easy soul event comparing to other champions, because they wanted us to get at him, and I see why. Smite debuff will be protected and guaranteed at 5-star with 60% chance, so high chance into landing this debuff. I think Harmonic Impulse would make the most sense out of all of these. Second comes after Cruelty right here, because it's going to help you out decreasing the damage, and I think that's as far as it goes. Now, where can he shines? In Faction War, he's a beast. Okay, we don't have it here today. In Faction War, he's a beast. In Hydra, he's a beast as well. He's a boss in Faction War, and he's a boss in Hydra. in Hydra. Now, what makes him a beast in Faction War is that you can choose to build you the champion with the highest crit damage. So in Faction War, it's funny enough, I make my strongest champion, my highest crit damage champion, Skull Crown, and my Skull Crown is +4 fully awakening with a crushing rend. So every time Skull Crown join his attack in Faction Hard, her A1 will do like 70% of the minion's health. Like, yes, in Faction War, stage 15 or 16, her A1 will do 60% of their health because he apply Hex, Weaken, and then she's gonna do more damage. And remember, because in this faction, funny enough, there is something called Calvalax. So Calvalax can start the battle with 4, and then he goes after put 2, that's 6 debuffs. So her A1 her output damage will be multiplied by 60% plus crushing rend plus like all the hex and the weaken applying. So insane. As I said, like that will just make his damage go, that will make your nuker damage go even stronger. Now let's just go to Hydra and I will be able to show you how good he does in Hydra. So this is a place where he does shine, basically like Hydra. And Hydra is like his best place because he provide the weaken, so you don't have to use something like Lydia. You can just bring in a damage dealer that has decreased defense, something like Mishinaki as an example. I do have Mishinaki. I won't recommend using Mishinaki because Mishinaki here is fighting with the ninja over who's gonna join the Mikage's attack. But you're gonna see that he is just purely amplifying the damage. He is keeping everyone is healthy. He's spreading the debuffs. His A1 is way more than you would just think. As an example, let's start an ally attack and pay attention to the okay, never mind, everyone is capped on debuffs. Let's wait until Mr. Mad Hatter gets to a turn. Can you get to a turn? No, we're just gonna use his A3 then. So this is like a perfect example. The problem is there is no decreased defense, so that's like kind of a downside into this. So let's just, and then Ninja will join. And Ninja just hit for 4.3, no decreased defense there. 4.3 million damage. It's just an insane hit. I mean, Ninja could have done more damage if I have him in 2 Zeal pieces. But yeah, like he's keeping everyone healthy. He's boosting the turn meter. He is helping to boost more damage. So think of him as like a more utility version of Lady Mikage, okay? Like Lady Mikage helps to boost the damage and ally attack, small cleanse. That's what he does. Like his A3 is kind of a cleanse. Like all these spheres he can cleanse them with his A3. And his A1 is way more interesting than you would think. Like let's pick up a head. No, never mind. He took the turn. Let's pick up a head with like there is some debuffs because like sometimes he help into spreading the HP burn. Dude, Ninja, you need to chill, my friend. Don't join. Don't join. Let Ninja take all the damage. Let's see if Ninja can land a decreased defense. Okay, we landed those 2, right? Now let's wait until he gets the turn. Oh my god. Okay, we get cleansed. Never mind. So this is the situation I'm talking about. There is couple debuffs here. There is 2, as you can see here. What does his A1 do? Again, attack one enemy. Each hit 25% chance, stealing 1 random buff. Each hit also has 75% applying a debuff spread, taking 1 random debuff. So we have 2 chances. Remember that. Let's see. So he spread the decreased defense, and that's on an A1 that's actually way more helpful than you would actually think. Like I did not expect it to be this good until like I actually started using him, and then he showed me like how viable of a champion he is and how underrated that debuff spread is. Like especially like those HP burn, when it spread them into like these heads with poison cloud, it makes it even better. So this is another chance about his A3. Okay, I'm supposed to be his A2, but I'm gonna use his A3. Look, we have a bunch of debuffs. I'm gonna use his A3 and bam, he cleansed them, like decreasing the debuff duration by 1 turn. That's all. That's something that he is good at. Again, it's not like the perfect cleanse, but it comes in clutch in so many situations. Not to mention his passive, which is like every 10 turns he is just going to heal everyone. So, let's go. What is our guy? Almost 90 million damage just by having Hex. Dude, this guy is just sick. Look at the healing. He healed more than Tuhanrak by 3 times. Tuhanrak heals from her passive. Yeah, she has continuous heal. And that wasn't good enough. Like, look at this. 3 times the heal. Almost as much damage as Mishinaki. And my Mishinaki is in a savage gear. So you could imagine. Boosting Ninja's damage. I mean, Ninja, I tried him before. He's not optimized, by the way. He's not fully optimized. He's not in my Toshiro's gear. Because I didn't want him to steal the show. So almost 400,000 damage, and I would assume Ninja did 200, 100,000, 100 million from Mikage, and 100 million from Hatter. We saw like him clutching. So yeah, that's pretty much what he can do. He's also a beast in Chimera, but the problem is I already used my Chimera keys and I don't have any keys left. Maybe let's see if any of my clanmates use him. I saw a bunch actually using him. Yeah, this team right here. This is basically, if you guys see a Kresk is the Necmo if you don't have a Necmo. Right, it is like some options. So yeah, you could use him as a ninja just to boost Ninja's damage. You know, like we have 2 champions that are literally there to boost Ninja's damage, and Mad Hatter helps you into providing 2 unique debuffs, Hex and Weaken, if you don't want to, because Ninja brings the decreased defense. Weaken, you don't need Lydia anymore, right? As far as outside the fear, if you don't care about the fear. So we have faction open today for Night Revenant, so I will show you how much damage he will be able to make Skull Crown do. You remember, like this one, the ally joining with the attack will use their default skill, so it's just going to be an A1. So watch how much her A1 will do. 83, 74. That's a good like damage all over the place. Now I know I have a Crushing Rend +4, but still, like for an ability that does that much damage, that makes him like a faction beast. Okay, now let's just take care of this wave. Now of course she's not gonna do Embrace because that's his A2 and it keeps getting stronger. Well, like she used her A1. That's good damage. Okay, let's cleanse, take them out. Okay, I forgot to strip, so it's gonna be a while here. Oh, I wish I had that recorded. Basically what happens, like, you know, like that champion, the epic one that put ignore the defense, he was able to steal the ignore defense. That's like his A1, right? Because he steal and also he spread. It's just amplify our damage. That's good damage if I've ever seen one. I think I should be killing this guy first. And remember, there is a fear that he put, and the fear actually clutched here. So this is another reason why you should be using it, because every time the opposing team takes 5 turns, he will be able to put fear. So we're just gonna boost our turn meter, go for a nuke. Now the boss is gonna do boss things. Let's just kill this guy. I don't want him to keep putting the block damage. A2, do some damage. He get an extra turn. That's why 9 pieces Merciless is the way to go on him. Good A1. I don't know what the boss is doing other than... So there was increased accuracy, and you saw that we took it, he stole it. So that's like it's like many reasons why he like everything on his kit makes him like just a top tier support. Like she hit for 56 without him, right? So let's see how much she would hit with him. So it was 56,000. Her A1 with him is 83,000. That's like the extra, you know, like the extra ignore defense gave him make her like do almost twice the damage, because like that's how whatchamacallit, ignore defense work, right? The more you ignore defense, the much higher you will hit. So sometimes like just need to stack more ignore defense. I would show the good part is like she's in Savage, Crushing Land, and I have 20% ignore defense from the live arena bonuses, and that on top of everything just makes her like hit way harder. So let's see his healing. He healed for 500,000. He did damage around 40 for almost 500,000 more than Solace. I mean, my Solace is a bit slow. Skull Crown 2.4 million damage. I would say, hey, if you have this champion, you should be building him. That's all I'm saying. So that's pretty much it all about Mr. Mad Hatter. Don't forget, guys, if you like the content, like the video and subscribe to the channel so I stay motivated into making more content. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.